And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Rajon Rondo has been sensational.
You know, I'm not sure that he can continue to shoot the three as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
You know, sometimes, Greg, you have those nights where the basket just looks twice as large as it is, Grand Canyon size. It might be one of those nights for him.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. They've got Dwayne Wade. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jay, and it's Clutch, and it's Rondo in at the point guard position. Passes it to Navarro. It's stolen by Hansbrough. It's deflected. Here's Walker. Ripped away. One-on-one fast break. Here's Rondo, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And Walker kicks to Jefferson. Jefferson setting the pick for Batum. An easy 2 points on the layup. Batum's got 12 in the game.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Both free throws good from Batum. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Here's Navarro. Hansbrough defending. There's the bucket. Good. And that's 20 points for Jay.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Now Walker, 18 points for him. Feeds it to Jefferson. Pass to Hansbrough. He dishes it to Lamb. 6 on the shot clock. He kicks it to Walker. Nailed from three-point land. Walker's got 21.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Charlotte. Here's Navarro. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 5 assists tonight.
A nice start to the second half, just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Timeout. Start it.
Charlotte calls timeout. Look at Clutch. He's really been playing well.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford was going over with his team. He told Batum that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
All right, Doris, thanks. Walker goes in.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Welcome, fans, to the FIBA World Championships.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Sometimes it's as simple as just being recommitted defensively. They've stepped it up here in the second half at that end of the floor.
And that one's good. And that's now 22 points for Jay.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Wow, just look at that lead. both ends, they have been the team in control.
Yeah, and they put the fans simply on mute. They've not had anything to cheer about, and they've been silent.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard to find out which teams have had the hottest shooters since All-Star. Number 1, the Bulls.
Kevin, all shooters need to have good legs. Part 2 of the season has given these guys fresh legs.
And that one's good. Jay's got 6 here in this quarter.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Chicago calls timeout. And the hope for Jeremy Lin last season was that he'd take a step forward in his development, but it almost was the opposite in his play.
And that can happen. You don't always go a straight line north in your improvement in this league. He'd been on an upward swing as far as his shooting accuracy, but last season was the worst since his rookie year in that area.
And Walker kicks to Hansbrough. Knocks it loose. And here we go again. The Bulls in transition. Up the court they go.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Lin with it. Wade picks him up. Jefferson, the basket good off the assist from Lin. And that's now 10 points for Al Jefferson.
And talking about Lin last season, he never quite gelled with what they were doing in Los Angeles. Both he and Kobe need the ball to be effective, and I got a feeling you guys know which one of those two is going to get it.
Here's the break. Here's Navarro. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Jay's got 26.
Man, has this offense been running, I'm just getting tired of watching them.
Well, it's no secret. That's what they do. That's who they are. 4 of their last 5 made baskets coming in transition.
A shot by Batum, no good.
And, you know, getting back to Lin, he was actually pretty strong starting out the season. In November, he made 48% of his shots, 37% from downtown. But in April, he only hit 24% from the field and was eventually shut down for the year.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
If they can't take care of the basketball, they're going to have a very hard time turning this game around.
True, their turnovers are piling up in this quarter.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Jefferson. Zeller comes in for Hansbrough. And it's Kid Gilchrist in for Nicholas Batum.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Navarro. Oh! Boom! And nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major throwdown there.
Oh, going vertical and getting nasty on that one.
That slam, Greg, was one to behold. We'll remember that, baby.
Boy, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I mean, that's high-level entertainment right there.
Here's Kid Gilchrist, and the Hornets miss again.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now here's Lin. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. They need this one. And yes, sir, that one drops.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Here's Navarro, guarded by Walker. Here's Wade, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Outside, Walker. They get a hand on it. He's all alone for the finish, and it's Wade with the jam.
And Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
Lynn kicks to Walker. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Wade at the elbow. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Here's Lynn, accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Lynn's got his 3rd basket of the night. Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Charlotte making a switch here. Lamb's checked in.
Jeremy Lamb.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. .122 left here in the 3rd quarter. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. It was a trade that seemingly had been talked about for several years. Finally, last season, Boston shipping out Rajon Rondo to the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, halfway through the season.
Yeah, and it seemed to me to be a trade that actually helped both teams.
For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Wade against Kid Gilchrist. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
And when you think of Kid Gilchrist, one thing that comes to mind is intangibles. He has a desire, an intensity, and a will to win that elevates him to elite status.
Yeah, you know, he never will be a great shooter, and he's still working on his jump shot. But the intangibles, you talked about it, you add heart and tenacity to that. Every team wants a guy like that.
Baseline Jay on the way. Chicago grabs the miss. Jay's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
And Lamb kicks to Lynn. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Charlotte again missing.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And Lamb kicks to Lynn. The shot is off. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Chicago running away with it.